Hi Sagittarius. Hi Sag. Hi Sag. Hi Sag. I don't know why I had to say it like that, but happy Sunday. Today is May 4th, 2025. I am here with your May 2025 monthly reading. Maybe I had a long night and an interesting start to the day. But it feels good to be here. Energy for you feels good as well. In the month of May, um, the themes that are coming up for you so far before we burn the sage and pray and pull the cards. Okay. Bars. Okay. But there's conflict resolution happening for you in May. I feel like travel is a theme between now and fall, now and autumn solstice. Um, Also, what else? What else? What else? Conflict resolution, travel. There's something else I'm missing, but it'll come up. But yeah, what is it? I'm gonna leave it there. All right, let's burn the sage. Let's pray. Let's pull these cards. Okay. God, divine source, angels, ancestors, guides, universe, thank you for allowing me to guide Sagittarius placements on their May 2025 monthly reading. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, and clear vessel as I speak to them on what to expect as the month unfolds. God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Allow us all to be divinely guided and divinely led. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Thank you for divine insight. Thank you for divine foresight. Gratitude. Ashe. I remembered during the prayer what else I had to say. Hold on. Okay, so outside of conflict resolution and outside of travel being a theme between now and fall for you, um, the ENT, so ear, neck, and throat. What the fuck? Ear, neck, and throat. So things like bee pollen, honey, local raw honey, the sinuses are coming up too. I don't think this is necessarily congestion. I just feel like there needs to be a flush of the ear, neck, and throat. And I feel like when you do this flush, there's a throat chakra activation as well. But heavy energy on bee pollen and honey for you at this time. Okay. Okay. The ad has 30 seconds. Let's get into the cards. Also, your solar plexus chakra as well. So when it comes to travel being a theme between now and autumn solstice, it's connected to an elevation and activation within your solar plexus chakra as well. Like I see someone being very intentional on their body, absorbing the sun for healing, for release, which is a positive thing to do. But I feel like by the time fall is over, especially by the start of winter, I feel like it feels like there's like you're going from 360 cycles in life to 180 cycles in life. But with you being Sagittarius and ruling the ninth house, and we're in a 9 year, travel is heavily connected to healing the chakras that are blocked. Everywhere you go, I hear everywhere I go by Yogadi, he's a Taurus, so this could be initiating in Taurus season for sure. I feel like it's initiating in Taurus season and wrapping up between Scorpio and Sag season. But hold on, Scorpio and Sag, that's fall, right? Yeah, because Capricorn starts winter. Okay. Is that supposed to make me feel bad? I know I got a big ass forehead. It's a lot of knowledge up in here, you know? But God bless you on this good Sunday, okay? Okay. Sagittarius. May 2025, what's happening for Sag? Sagittarius. Very interesting. It's an interesting start. Yeah, journey. So I feel like how the month of May ends for you is not how the month of May starts for you. Anything else with this before we read it? Wherever you have fixed energy in your chart is being highlighted during the month of May as well. There's some bad habits that you're working on breaking as well, whether this is intentional or unintentional. But there are some, whatever you would consider a bad habit, because people consider different things to be bad habits, but it more so it's something unhealthy that you are releasing and detaching from. And I feel like if you are being intentional on detachment and release, it's like whatever your intention is, the results are different. Yeah. So starting out, we have infinity, unlimited potential in reverse. You have moon emotions upright. You have tree ancestry in reverse. You have labyrinth journey upright. You have surrender, water energy in reverse. You have dice chance upright. And then you have yield, patience in reverse. Okay, so I want to start with dice chance upright. Be Your senses are very active in the month of May, and in addition to your senses being active, they're very accurate in the month of May as well. I'm gonna just give both of y'all grace on this Sunday, okay? Yeah, I do have a routine that I do. I got you. Anywho, so I want to start with dice chance being here. Be very mindful. Again, your senses are on point in the month of May, but for some of you, especially if you are any person of color, being profiled is coming up. That's just a side note. Um, and be careful if you are traveling. You know, there's been a lot of warnings about, I don't want to say it's a warning, but okay, I'll say it this way. There's been a lot of shit happening with air travel, but road travel is very significant as well. Especially like if you're using, I don't know, it's like back roads and shit. I don't know. It's just, it's an interesting time. I'll say that. And I am in no way, shape, form, or fashion trying to project fear. I'm more so, I just keep hearing be vigilant, be very, very vigilant when it comes to travel, especially on the road travel. If you feel like you don't need to get off on that exit, don't Don't get off on that exit. Like, yeah, just pay attention to your senses. Shit, if you got to use the bath, just get creative too. Yeah. And I also hear if alternative methods of travel are an option for you, explore your options as well. Now, going back to where we started with infinity and limited potential, um, there's a change in direction. So again, as I mentioned, you're going from moving in 360 energy, which would be repetitive cycles, into a 180 energy, really changing and transforming. 43 is on this infinity and limited potential. So your crown chakra is being highlighted at this time. Also, as a side note with your crown chakra, if you are a Sagittarius that struggles with headaches, and you have your pain release methods, the root of your headaches are stress. You're experiencing stress headaches. No, I'm not a medical professional, but intuitively speaking, it's stress headaches. So eliminate the stress. I hear eliminate the migraines. A lot of you think it's allergies, the seasons. No, it's stress. You're and it means it means, see, it means that you're experiencing an overactive crown chakra. Okay. Now, when it comes to moon and emotions, your emotions are connected to how you perceive your unlimited potential. Okay. So when it comes to your peaks of achievements, how you feel, again, heavy energy on, there's a lot of self-reflection happening. 23 does break down to 5, but your emotions are definitely being triggered in a way for you to really just, there needs to be a cry from the gut. And that was a reading that I had did for Aquarius in 2024. Like, I don't know what I said verbatim, but it was something along the lines of like, they just need to just really have that gut crying shit, fucking on your knees, like, God, what do I do to really release? And I feel like a lot of you are, I hear, on the brink of that. So there's going to be something's going to trigger you, and it is in regards to your potential. So you know how, like, when we get excited about a new opportunity, but we get like the nerves, the jitters, and shit, this may this may be TMI, but some people, it's like you get nervous, you gotta shit. Some people get nervous, they break out in a sweat. Like, it's different for everybody, okay? It really is, but those are common themes for when people get nervous, okay? The stomach starts tossing and turning. Some people start to feel nauseous. It's different for everyone, but those are common things. But for you, I feel like instead of it being a common theme like that, it has to do with an outpour of emotion. Like, you're doing a lot of crying, and crying is healing. And the more that you cry, the more that you open your third eye. It's a lot of bars up in here. With tree ancestry being in reverse, I do feel like there's a lot of disconnect with the family coming up, but I do feel like you are in this strong pursuit. Like, your pursuit of happiness is not following the footsteps of your ancestors. And when I say not following the footsteps of your ancestors, like what you have grown up to know your elders to be, that's not who you want to be. And you're being very diligent in your pursuit to happiness to ensure that you don't walk those same steps. Whatever steps you are assuring that you don't follow, I hear you despise them. You despise those characteristics. Now, with Labyrinth Journey being here, there's like two, I don't know what it is, what they're called, but I'm going to call them two cars, okay? One car right here, one car right there. So whatever journey that you're on, you do have someone, this could be a sibling, but there is someone that you inspire. So it's like, it's not like a monkey see, monkey do type of energy, but it's like, okay, Sag is doing this. Well, let me try to do this too. Someone definitely is inspired by your journey, but it's interesting, just just because you have certain steps to take on your journey does not mean that those steps are also meant for someone else. So it's like as you are moving forward, someone else is trying to move forward with you, but they keep hitting a stumbling block because they keep trying to follow your footsteps, and your footsteps are not their footsteps. Now with water surrender in reverse, you keep taking someone to the water and they're not drinking it. And you know, horse energy is associated with you, okay? Especially with the half man, half horse energy. Some people refer to it as half man, half beast. Oh. What? Oh. But it's kind of like there's this strong intent of wanting to get someone to be on the same page with you. Or someone could be trying to get you to be on the same page with them. There's a lot of resistance here. That resistance needs to be acknowledged. It's not being acknowledged. And with Dice Chance, it feels like falling into peer pressure of some sort. Like, it's like, you know, what's wrong with not trying, Sag, right? But something, just because, again, because it works for you or someone else, someone's compromising in a way where it they start to question their value system. And with yield patience, I do feel like there's a lot of, you're tired of waiting and you're definitely going forward towards what you want. But again, going back to this unlimited potential, when it comes to your peak of success, you are limiting yourself based on your perceived, what you think you can accomplish. But it's like what you think you can accomplish versus what God knows you can accomplish are two completely separate peaks. Yeah. Actually, let's see what the tarot has to say. Can you clarify unlimited? Can you clarify everything for Sag, please? Thank you. All right, clarifying unlimited potential in reverse is the Page of Wands. There's a huge difference between the Page of Wands and the King of Wands. Two different peaks. Clarifying moon emotions is Knight of Swords. I feel like you're being pulled in a multitude of directions. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people trying to influence you too. Be mindful of that as well. You're a very powerful and strong leader, but people want you to be a follower. And that's not you. Okay? Clarifying tree ancestry in reverse is the Three of Swords in reverse, which I fucking love. So again, you're not walking in, you're not following the same footsteps, the same path. One more. Thanks. Okay. Sorry. When it comes to preferences and people, whether it's partners, friends, even like what you aspire to do, that's changing as well. I feel like you have someone around that, I don't know if this is done to your face or behind your back, but there's this energy of being belittled. On the bottom, you have the Six of Wands. So either way, you're victorious. But when it comes to it's like someone wants you to feel that like you're unworthy, like you ain't shit, like you have, it's like they make a mockery out of your dreams, your goals, whether you're aware of this or not. But the energy is very strong in the month of May. If this is not if this is not friends, it's family, but it feels more platonic versus romantic, or it could be both. When it comes to your ancestry though, I do feel like I don't know, there's this energy, it's making me think about my nieces. And like I was having a conversation with my sister earlier. Yeah. I was having a conversation with my sister earlier about my nieces. Like my nieces, they love to spend time with me, but they get very triggered. Like they don't like to share me. They love their individual time with me. There is an age difference, but that's just what they want. And I respect that. I really do respect that. But in thinking about that and looking at, you have ancestry in reverse, Three of Swords in reverse, Strength in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse. A lot of fire. You're fire, but Leo is heavy. You also have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So when it comes to the ancestry and how you work with your spirit team, it's kind of like if you work with the feminine and masculine together, they don't want that. They have their individual purposes and they want to be utilized accordingly. Like there's energies that are supposed to be separated that are trying to be combined, and it's more so it's like you're wanting it to, you're implementing it to try to make it milk and honey when it's really like oil and water, oil and vinegar, whatever the fucking statement is. I also feel like you work with one more than the other two, and they don't like that. So let's just say, if you have healthy relationships with the feminines, you probably connect with the feminine ancestors more than the masculine, and then vice versa. If you have a healthy relationship with the masculine, you may connect with masculine ancestors more, but they don't like the lack of balance, or I hear the lack of equilibrium when it comes to, I just keep hearing the utilization of them. So take that how it resonates. Also, so going back to what I said about like your preferences changing, you have the Two of Cups clarifying labyrinth journey, and there is someone I'm getting from your past, because journey is 15. I do feel like there is someone that is an energetic parasite to you, that is still energetically attached to you, and that cord needs to be cut. Like this rainbow between these two cups is representing, it looks like a cord to me, multiple cords, whether this is, through business, through sex, through whatever shit, even fucking children. There needs to be a detachment somehow, because it is parasitic to your current journey of healing. Again, your travel is connected to aligning your chakras. Now, clarifying surrender in reverse is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. There is something you're trying to force and God is saying no. And I did touch on this earlier with like, you consistently taking someone to the water and just doing everything that you can to get them to drink it, and they're just not. And it's like you're not going to move forward until they do. And that's not okay. Hi, Pharaoh. $2023 is connected to this. Whoever this is, I hear you lied to me, but no, there's a lie that you're aware of for whoever we're discussing. With Victory, I do feel like this is someone you've already walked away from. Like you have achieved a cycle, but there's an attachment that needs to be let go. And if you think you've detached, you have not. There's still an energetic attachment, whether you want to accept this or not. And I feel like you with Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Swords in reverse, you are in denial that you are still attached. Just because you may not have any feeling towards it, or it's not something that's on your mind rent free anymore, it does not mean it is something that has not been compartmentalized within you and fully purged. And I'm letting you know it has not been fully purged, okay? And then clarifying yield patience with the Ten of Cups in reverse. You want love, you want family. You want all the good shit that life has to offer. You really do. And I don't know if this is age. I really don't know what it is, but there's this, it feels like you're trying to force something too soon. It's like you're not allowing nature to take its course. You're not allowing things to flow. Like you are in a battle between surrender and control, heavy. And I feel like that's a representation of this Two of Cups as well, being on top of the journey for you personally, like a huge battle between surrender and control. It's like I see someone that, like, they were with someone, the relationship has dismantled, right? And it's like whoever was the disrespectful party within that relationship that caused the separation has now, you know, they have moved on to end. They seem to be happy, right? And social media is one thing versus reality. It can be for some. And so it's like seeing that and then being at odds with yourself, because then you're like, well, what the fuck is so fucked up about me? I did everything right, but yet I'm still alone, like type of energy. And that's the energy of comparison. But who's to say, like, yes, that's the energy of comparison. But when it comes to if you are a person dealing with that in real life, um, you're on a journey of self-love. And as you're on this journey of self-love, the shadow parts of people that you don't want are definitely being exposed first. There's a lot of mirroring of shadows being exposed at this time. And it's a mirror of, you know, I hear roots within you that need to be healed and pruned. So you could be getting into gardening, but just know when it comes to, you know, what you're seeing and your perception of other people, spirit, these triggers are presenting themselves for a reason. It's kind of like, I mean, it is what it is, but it's like a hit dog hollers, right? If you are that triggered, that means something is unhealed. And that means, you know, go within. And you may think like whoever you're looking at is happy, but it's really, that's a rebound situation. That's a trauma bond situation. That is a temporary filling of an empty cup that will not be long lasting. But at the end of the day, that's truly none of your business either, you know? So let's move on. Some of you have a, I don't, this shit is weird, but it's like stalker energy. Here, day and night. Woo, woo. Sagittarius. Thank you. You came out. I don't know what's going on. You came out sideways. You have temperance. Sideways. Sag. May. What's happening? The sun. Leo energy is definitely around. Yeah. I hear, yeah, Leo energy is around or influencing somehow, some way. There could be a disconnect from one too. So you have Temperance sideways, your energy. You have the King of Wands in reverse, the Hermit. In reverse, you have the Sun upright, the Eight of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I'm sorry, upright. I apologize. The Knight of Pentacles upright and the Ten of Cups in reverse. Some of you feel like you keep missing the mark with something. You feel like you have to keep starting over in some area of your life. I feel like this is due to self-judgment. Like, you could be very critical of yourself, which is why Temperance is sideways. It's like you're on the right path, but when you're by yourself, like dealing with your own thoughts, listening to your own thoughts, processing your own thoughts, writing down your thoughts, and you reflect, you're just very self-critical. And I feel like this is associated, like the root of this is a disconnect with masculine energy. So it's like if you are a female, like that father's love, you know, that daddy's girl energy, you didn't experience. And if you are a masculine energy, I hear absent father. I was gonna say something else, but I'll go with what Spirit is saying. But again, with the sun being here, as we started, like there's healing, healing. I don't know what I said verbatim at the beginning, but I think I said you were using the sun for healing and for purging or something like that. I don't know. But that energy is definitely being amplified for you. And it's more so giving like that willpower to go out and have the courage and truly not give a fuck. So Leo energy. But with the Ten of Cups, I don't know if you're moving, but I don't know, something's changing when it comes to a home situation for you. And May, yeah, the Devil. I hear people are about to be exposed. Yeah. And that's a Leo reading, exposed and revealed. But, yeah. The Star, Aquarius energy. So today, Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius until October 13th. I forgot about that. And I've been saying it for the last 2 days. Well, since the 1st. If you've been having trouble moving away from a situation, getting out of a situation, getting a home like on your own, I don't know. There is definitely, we started with there's conflict resolution. There's definitely conflict resolution. I hear half of you that are watching this will be moving, whether you are being intentional of this or not. Again, whatever you are intending, the results are different. Yeah, Chariot on the bottom. Some of you, is that, who sings On My Way? Is that Jacques? Is that how you say his name? Hold on. Implies. No, it's on my playlist. Jacques, I don't, but yeah, it is Plies. Some of you could be going back home. Somebody is moving back in with their mother, specifically. So, Sagittarius, you are, okay, I understand. So with Temperance being sideways, this is kind of like a warning because you're about to assume a responsibility that is not yours to assume. Okay? And it has to do with family somehow, some way. Like, I don't know if this is going to take care of something. Like, someone is making it seem like you are the only option, you are the only choice, and that's untrue. Like, there is, it's like, it feels like you're about to be tested. And as I'm holding my necklace saying this, it definitely feels like you're about to be tested when it comes to which direction you choose to take, with the Six of Swords being here. And it's like you're going to view something as a way out, like you're going to view something as a benefit, but it's giving heavy trap. Like with the King of Cups being in reverse, coming out with the Ten of Wands, this is a fucking trap. Like, the fulfillment you think, you perceive you're going to have is not the fulfillment you are going to have. You may think this is an opportunity for you to pour back into you, for you to save, for you to get your shit together, like really elevate. But that is not going to be the end result. This is more so like you are very close to repeating a cycle that you have already released yourself from. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of enlightenment for you the closer that this energy gets close to presenting itself to you. Like, you have so many angels on your side. Like, I'm going to show you the warning signs, but it is up to you, you know, to say yes or no. And I feel like it is, whatever this is, just automatically, it's very difficult for you to say no, which is why it's a warning. This could be contributing to your stress headaches too. Shit. Yeah, with the Ten of Cups, it keeps coming out in reverse. Something needs to remain the way that it is. It's like you keep running to save someone so they never learn the lesson. But then you have to keep repeating a lesson because you keep running to save them. The Lovers. Gemini season. Gemini season starts on it's in the description, but I think the 20th. I don't know. But yeah, the Star. Continue to focus on healing yourself, because you are on a positive journey of that right now. But there is something's trying to deter you. It could even be dating. Like, I don't know. It's kind of like, you know, yeah, the Magician in reverse. You could be ready to step outside, and outside is dangerous for you right now. It's dangerous to your path. Like, this is like, you know, having like a serious specific goal and plan, and Three of Cups, and then it's just like one night, honey. It's like in one night everything can change. That's what this is giving. So every step that you take is very important. And again, your senses are guiding you and aligning you throughout this process. All right, I'm ready to move on. Let's talk about Pluto retrograde in Aquarius for you. Pluto retrograde in Aquarius for Sagittarius. Whoa. Damn. Okay. Okay. So I'm advised to read them upright. You have endless possibilities, bearing fruits, and the divine matrix. I love that. It's very powerful. But then you have wish upon a star in reverse. So I feel like God wants you to rebel on something, and you're like, God, no, I'm not rebelling on it. Yeah, the Oracle's gift. It's like you're being asked to resist, and instead of resisting, you keep saying yes. For some of you, whatever I'm talking about is connected to sex. For others of you, it's something else. Anything else with Pluto retrograde in Aquarius for Sag before I read it? That's okay. So a lot of power here. So it's a lot of force here too. I mean, today is the 4th as well, but you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 fours. 4 fours on the 4th. Actually, 5 fours because great and full is 4 as well. So you have endless possibilities bearing fruit, divine matrix upright. You actually only have 1 reversal, which is wish upon a star in reverse, which is giving, you know, Aquarius energy. They're the rebel, which is why I mentioned that rebellious energy. I'm also getting you're rebelling against the wrong thing. We'll talk about that in a second. You have the Oracle's gift upright, great big love upright, a burst of magic upright, and a powerful move. So throughout this transit between now and October 13th, there's a commitment that you are making that is truly going to elevate your position in this 3D reality somehow, some way. Feels like a major chess move. It feels like a risk that definitely does pay off. I do feel like you're guided to this though. With great big love, I do feel like there's a heart chakra activation happening for you. And with endless possibilities, by the time this transit is over, going back to what we said about how, you know, your peak and God's peak is different. Bro. The music that's on the TV right now is Lean On Me. When you're not strong, I'll be your strength. But the birds are making a mess outside. I sweep after them like 6 times a day. No lie. Anywho, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, that peak. So the peak that you have for yourself versus the peak that, you know, God has for you. By the time this transit finishes, you will be aligned with the peak that God has for you, especially with the star above her crown. Like there is a major crown chakra activation, elevation, evolution, all of that shit happening for you at this time. But your heart chakra, I do feel like there's a lot of love being shown to you, a lot of people showing up for you as well. The more that you show up for yourself and choose yourself, the more that people in the world show up for you genuinely. And I feel like naturally this repels, I hear repels the bloodsuckers. I'm gonna take that however the fuck it resonates. I do see you getting more into herbalism throughout this transit as well. If you are into herbalism, I don't know, your knowledge is expanding with that. I do also feel like there's a lot of portals that you are manifesting for yourself. There's a new gift within you that you're discovering also. There is also a light body activation happening for you as well. And it feels like, you know, if you have been, it's like your angel finally beginning to grow your wings after all this time. But that is heavily connected to your choices. Symbolism is definitely heavy for you. I do see a lot of you, like, I don't know, I see just like a lot of paintings and art galleries and things in my mind's eye. So if you are like in a lot of museums and things, but pay attention to the symbolisms that you see. Some of you need to write them down. It's like those are coded spirit to you. It's a lot of star energy as well. So if you have stars tattooed on you, Aquarius energy throughout this transit, like definitely tap into Aquarius readings for yourself. There's stars on every fucking card. Literally on every card that's here. I'm just now realizing that. But if your cup is not overflowing right now, by October 13th, your cup will be overflowing. For sure. And that's October 13th is what? That's Sag energy, right? That's Sag season. So yeah. What day of the week is that? I do feel like Jupiter is definitely working in your favor as well. What is happening? I'll deal with that in a second. Oh, October 13th. It's a Monday. Anything else with this for Sag? But hold on, before I pull another card though, it also feels like, you know, a lot of you are deepening your spiritual practices. It's like you're becoming a shaman yourself. I don't know, you're becoming very, very wise though throughout this transit. There's a major shift in beliefs. Like when it comes, I hear this when it comes to the spiritual world, I also feel like a lot of you are about to be giving, I hear love lessons, but more so like teaching people about forgiveness and love, and I hear healing and moving on after heartbreak. I don't know. Yeah, Earth Magic came out. All these damn stars. If you are not already, you know, gifted in raw Earth Magic, you are tapping into that gift. For sure, for sure. Well, hold on. You also have 37, 38, 39. So what is that? 10, 11, 12. So October, like whatever the endless possibilities, bearing fruit, divine matrix, a powerful move, burst of magic, the oracle's gift, earth magic, great big love is, you're really going to experience that in October, November, and December of 2025. Okay. May 2025 for Sag, please. Really? Oh, I like that. That's my grandmother's birthday. That's 4/22. That was Earth Day as well. So you have Atsum, you have Spring and Autumn, and then your energy, 14. You have Initiation and the Count Saint Germain. April 14th and the 22nd. That's a 8-day cycle. So yeah, again, as I mentioned earlier, there's a something is starting now, right? And today is the 4th as well, and we still are in spring with the 4 of forces. So something is starting now. It could have started at the end of April when we shifted into Taurus season, but it is an initiation. There's a lot of spiritual activity happening as well, especially in your home. And no, you're not just seeing shit, okay? But be mindful of who you express this to. Because you do have it's like someone is assigned to deter you, to test you in every way possible to deter you. So when you are being tested like this, it's like being, is it to that extent? Really? So it's like being tested how Job was. Do you know what the fuck Job went through in the Bible? If not, it's Sunday. Look it up. But it's like being tested like Job. And you can really think and feel like you're about to break, but you're not. Yeah, diversity. It's more so for you to, it's like for you to awaken and open up a part of yourself that you keep saying no to. Again, Spirit wants you to be rebellious with something. You keep saying no. So it's like the more that you say no, the more that you are tested to, it's like, you know, when you are broken down to change, to say yes. Damn, this is a tough love lesson. Loving Elementals came out after saying that. So it really is all love. Like, it's not meant to break you down, to hurt you. It really is what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And you sleep on your strength. And that could also be why Leo energy is coming up too. So that courage and that resilience is really about to be tested. Especially, I hear, for the people that have the tongue. So it's like people that usually speak, but the physical action does not always align with the words. There's about to be a shift in that. Take that how it resonates. It's like when you're presented with the same shit that you say you can handle and dismantle, when it actually shows up in your reality, can you handle and dismantle it? So it's more so like a test of character and a test of strength for you as well. And it's also, it's like, you know, you may test your strength in certain areas, and then once you, I hear, break a record, you just stop there. And it's like, keep going. And as I say that, they're bringing me back to when I was a child, living with my father. And I was a straight A student, okay? I was not allowed to be anything less than a fucking straight A student. And I was a fucking spelling bee champion, okay? But when it came to me studying for, was that state? No, I made it to state. So I think whatever is after state and the fucking spelling bee. Like, my father kept telling me, he was like, you need to study the next grade up, because I was tested within my grade level. And he kept telling me, you need to study with the next grade up, study with the next grade up, okay? And honey, I am fixed as fuck, okay? I am fixed heavy in my birth chart. And I was already rebellious and angry as a fucking child, okay? I tested my power in a multitude of situations, but I didn't study up, right? So, honey, the spelling bee, we get to the spelling bee, I'm doing my fucking thing, and then a word comes from the next grade up that he told me to fucking study that I did not fucking study. I got in trouble. I got put on punishment because of that. But I was raised in a very strict household. But I got put on punishment for that. And it's like, you're not just being told some shit just to be told it. Like, it really is for your own good. Like, it's for you to conquer the battle that's coming. And yeah, something like that is happening with you as well. And you may think it's harsh, but it really is. It's love, but it doesn't always feel good. It's like, you know, when you go through the Saturn return, it's different for everyone. And I feel like that differential really reflects on how hard-headed you are when it comes to divine guidance. And it could be extremely tough. It was for me, honey, but I made it through, and I made it through a whole different fucking person. So, with this initiation in the Count Saint Germain and Atsum being here, honey, you're about to become a whole different person. And that goes back to what we said in the beginning. Honey, you are moving from 360 energy to 180 energy. Two worlds. It's interesting that's coming up now, because my father is a Taurus too. And then the Atsum, the 422, his mother is a Taurus too. That's her birthday. So I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck. Let's keep it moving though. Yeah, because it's not in current day and time, it is not an active, healthy relationship, okay? It's not a relationship at all, to be honest. And with the scribe coming out in reverse, whatever this is for you, it's kind of, I don't know. It's something from the past. Yeah, two worlds. It's something from the past. It's like crashing back into your present. And whatever this is, I hear it's prior communication, because scrolls is communication. Mail, message, DM, verbal communication. Shit, body language. I don't know. You could be finding letters. I hear 4-page letter by Aaliyah. Someone could be sending you a 4-page letter. And I enclosed it with a kiss. I don't know. Sagittarius. I almost called you Gemini. Gemini is a lover, so it could be Gemini season or Gemini. You have the waterfall in reverse. Yeah, someone's withholding information. Why? I've been here for an hour already. Time is flying, honey. It don't go this fast in winter. Time does not go this fast in winter. You have balance. And then you have the light of the world in reverse. So what are we talking about? Someone's withholding information. This could, with balance being here in the scales, like this is giving, it's giving the judicial system. Someone's definitely not telling the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Someone has the opportunity to tell the truth, the whole truth, but nothing but the truth. But with the light of the world being in reverse, the waterfall being reversed, and the scribe in fucking reverse, someone is like, I'm safer not saying shit. And it's like the more that you feel like you're safer not saying anything in this physical world, the more that God holds you accountable in the spiritual world. I don't know how that connects. And every time I say spiritual world, I keep wanting to say, what is that fucking page on Instagram? I don't follow them, but it's a spiritual word. I don't know. Whoever the fuck that is. Again, I don't follow that page, but I have heard of it. I don't know. But anywho, on a personal note, what do you want me to say? Like, the message is clear, but what do you want me to say? The King of Scrolls upright. It's a fucking air energy, okay? But something is about to crash into someone's reality. It's like, is it pigeons are considered messengers? Like the birds that have the scrolls tied to them and they be fucking carrying messages. It's like that shit is happening in real fucking life somehow, some way. But then we have the muse and commitment here and the divine physician, okay, Yeshua. But the Queen of Scrolls is in reverse. So hold on. Hold on. Yeah, this is feminine energy hiding energy from a masculine. They're hiding something. It's definitely giving like two people that don't live together though. Help me read this. Yeah, 5 of Cups in reverse, but with the 8 of Cups, someone's walking away and choosing themselves because someone refuses to tell the truth. And it's like they may not have the facts, especially with all of these scrolls in reverse. Someone may not have the facts to prove the information in black and white. But something is like, with balance being upright and the way this sunlight is shining through, it's like however someone tries to keep it hidden, it ends up coming out another way. Like, again, the perfect plan always fails with divine intervention. That is a fact of life, okay? And especially when it's unjust, like, this is not the time. This is not the time to be trying to just be on the wrong side of karma. It's like you own up to your shit. It's like you have grace by being honest, like the whole truth and nothing but the truth. But whoever chooses to tell half truths, a lie is a fucking lie. Like, I'm getting that very, very strong. A lie is a fucking lie. It is no fib. It is no white lie. It is what the fuck it is. Okay, you cannot, whatever you try to do in this earthly realm is not sustained in the spiritual realm. A lie is a lie. I don't know, someone's birthday could be January 15th, but who is that? Is that Capricorn energy? It could be a father figure. I don't know. It's something to do. Somebody is just withholding information, but it's just gonna be exposed. I keep hearing judicial, but I don't know which court this is, because there's a physical court and a spiritual court, so I don't fucking know, but it's judicial at this caliber. Like, something has gone on way too long, but I hear that like in song version. So someone had a grandparent that used to sing all the time. I'm seeing a grandmother that used to hum all the time, and so she's connected with this energy as well. I feel like someone made a promise to her that was not kept when it came to information, and she's a part of the exposure. Yeah, Page of Wands, Five of Pentacles in reverse. And then the Temperance, your energy on the bottom. So I don't know what this is, but let's get into the moons real quick. Isn't Aaliyah Capricorn too? I think she is. Yeah, I don't know how what you and Capricorn got going on. Let's look at the Scorpio. Okay, this first card you have for the full moon in Scorpio. But you have the energy is gaining momentum. So something's building. I see multiple aftershocks after an earthquake. Metaphorically speaking, I pray not literal, but metaphorically speaking. A Scorpio full moon for Sag. A personal issue reaches resolution. I'm telling you, I'm coming out. That's what I hear. I want the world to know. Have faith in your dreams. Someone does not want you to. Heavy energy on the pursuit of happiness. I haven't seen that movie in a very long time for me to be able to quote it to you. The pursuit of happiness. Yeah, hold your vision. And then you have meditate and contemplate. Again, there is a contract that you are going to accept with the Pluto retrograde transit in Aquarius that is going to, it's a level up. But there's also something that you're going to be tempted to say yes to. That could, it's like change it's like shift your course of history for yourself. I don't know, it's very intense. Okay, that's all with the full moon in Scorpio. If you feel like you don't have any options, you have so many. But with that have faith in your dreams in reverse, you know, the mustard seed is very, very small. Okay, it's like less than the size of the nail. Okay, very, very small, and that's being tested. Again, Job energy. And the more that you don't have faith, the more that nothing will grow, and that's just honesty. Yeah. All right. Gemini New Moon for Sag. And Gemini is your opposite. So, yeah. Believe in the impossible every once in a blue moon. Confidence is your key to success. And what do you need to release? I love it. And then it's time to take action. So whatever you want to do in Taurus season, wait. You know how the stop walk be having the wait sign or whatever, the stop? Stop. So I feel like June is more progressive than May when it comes to something you want to achieve. Yeah, fiery climax approaches in reverse. But the new moon in Gemini, it's on the 26th. And what, hold on. You had 26. Let me find it. Which deck was it? Oh, it was this one. Great Big Love, 26. So yeah. And we have 31 days in. Yeah, so June is more, it just feels more progressive. That's the word that's coming up overall. Do you have anything to say to Sag? It's definitely time to clean house. It's time to get rid of some shit. Make room. If you want to move, yeah, prosperity lies ahead. Start packing. If you, I don't know, there's something, you just need to prepare. You prepare for change a lot, honey. It's like you need go bags. I don't know. Something is, but don't allow what I'm telling you to stress you out. But you are fire energy. And it is spring, so it's time for things to blossom and bloom, which includes you and moving forward as well. I feel like, it feels like I hope you got rest in winter because, honey, the next time you truly get like rest outside of a vacation that you take for yourself will be near the end of fall, getting into next winter. Like shit is turning up, okay? Close this out for Sag, please. You have Archangel Michael, Wheel of Fortune, a time of positive change. See, a situation suddenly moves forward. It's about to be fast. Fortune is on your side. You also have the Three of Earth, the power of creativity, recognition for high quality work, be a team player. And then you have the Page of Air in reverse. Someone is withholding information. You have logical, honest, impulsive, and curious in reverse. Challenging information in reverse. Delays or changes to plans in reverse. Truth delivered without tact in reverse. But it's okay. Here, God got it. You know how people be like, I got it? God got it. Okay. And then a final card is the King of... No. You have two more. Last two cards, King of Fire, which is the King of Wands, motivational, idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. And then lastly, you have the Dreamer, which this will represent the full card. Aquarius energy. Definitely tap into Aquarius readings. But Archangel Metatron, a leap of faith. Follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. Get ready, get ready, get ready. But I love you. That's all I have. I'll see you soon. And I don't know who's next, but I'll be back in a second. Love you. It is? I didn't know that. But we haven't learned something new every day. Okay, I love it. Okay, love you. Bye.